What type of man are you? I have boiled down the odd, the dangerous, and the basic, and out of the pot pouring onto you 12 men that you may find uncomfortably relatable. Which one are you? The Doomsdayer. This one is the most elusive, either by never leaving his or someone's mom's basement, or by masking so well he's imperceptible. This bundle of emptiness and echo chamber of self-disdain often goes unnoticed, and that thought that is inception into his brain that he thinks about every night as he listens to rain sounds so there's not a single second of silence is keeping him from allowing the possibility of possibilities, other than never finding fulfillment. The Obnoxicon. This muscle cluster of looks-macks and ancient Roman idioms that are unverified historically prides himself in carving a hypermasculine form, and with them an ultra-watered-down set of ideals enticing to the Y chromosome, and philosophies that seem profound because their grammar is slightly different than what he's used to. Oh, and a marble sculpture profile pic. The Spineless. The pennies on his feet and the ones in his pocket are solely used to pursue styles and fashions that purchases the false sense of security of women he secretly objectifies even more than the Obnoxicon. And with each new microrealism tattoo, he gains another stub on his punch card redeemable for one friends with benefits relationship that he runs from the second she invites him to a family event. The Oblivious. His IPA afternoons and Topgolf weekends refuel his passion to get a higher sales percentage at work and hopefully, after a decade, a new title with the same pay and more responsibilities. And yet, he's the most fulfilled out of everyone, and the most likely to actually build a family, all without having to think about the overwhelming complexity of the elite power structure and whatever those silly guys are doing with his taxes. The Tradical. The Catholic fundamentalist and his moodier goth cousin the Orthodox spend their time ruminating on the white picket fence that their grandfather built to keep in their 15 children and housewife that made fresh banana bread every day. The rapidly vanishing methods to actually achieve this lifestyle have turned what used to be an average middle-class story into an isekai fanfic that's actually wholesome for once. But now his green profile pic lurks rumble streams and comments submit to Rome every so often. The Skitso. This ball of knowledge has consumed every possible conspiracy and vetted just about none. His multiverse of hyper-absurd infinite subplots has some truth, but too much Canaanite spirituality and Soylent Green promo codes to reach anyone to an impactful degree without tripping over that one strange and slightly worrying belief about astral projecting and how to escape the self. So he checks out more niche self-published books on Egypt and waits for the comet to take him away. The Funko Slob. This guy spends his free time, which is all of it, either watching anime with mile-long titles or Marvel movie YouTube essays, filling his Smash Bro callous fingers with figurines using the store credit he earned winning the Magic tournament, staring at the only girl in the game store for just a little too long before being kicked out for what the owner phrased as a lack of hygiene. He might be hard to be around without an N95, but he may be the only genuinely happy guy you know. The Gooner. He stopped going to the gym because he had to take a break to make use of the bathrooms after nearly having a panic attack walking behind a girl on the Stairmaster. His vascularity is off the charts, right arm, elbow down, and there's a small little hole where his dopamine receptor used to be. He's got apps you didn't even know existed, and ones you did and didn't know could be used that way. He cancels on friends to sit in Discord calls with unverifiably legal activities, but not by any means repeatable. He's got 5 years max before his daily routine breaks swap places from going to beat to going to eat. You know, cause now the other thing is all he does. The Wignorant. Nike's tech has got this guy a walking advertisement that probably needs to be disavowed for his domestic AAA batteries and possession of multiple Nintendo Switches. Whether vanilla or classic Oreo doesn't matter when the cookie's putting faces on milk cartons and t-shirts too. The subs in his trunk hardly fit with a chemistry sub who sent him to the office for creeping on freshmen who are now 6 years younger than him and 3 years younger than his fellow seniors. The Co-worker. Much like the Oblivious, this guy is practically devoid of intrigue. He's coming to you with the hottest takes of 2016 and puts you onto the edgiest new band that strangely doesn't have any pictures of its members and a perfectly syncopated everything. Not only does he love AI music, unbeknownst to him, but he's 1 foot in the grave of AI psychosis as he rants to the language model he's named a slightly different version of his ex's name about how he was right and asks it to generate him pictures of what their kids would have looked like had he not accidentally cheated. Who knew a kiss was cheating? The white Air Forces on his feet sure didn't, neither did the hair-powdered floof on his head. Nothing to fret, he just paid for Hinge Plus or whatever they're calling it. The Emo Ploy. This secret woman hater is the Spineless' stinky cousin. He painted his nails once, and 5 years later, his metal-caused tinnitus finally almost drowns out the voices of his middle school bullies, still repeated like haikus written by a drunken pro wrestler. His tattoos, although done by his roommate, actually speak to the troubles of life and how healing is a journey, or at least that's what he tells college freshmen looking to upset their fathers at an underground basement show. That and his means to an end political views. The end being ending up in a weed-smelling girl's dorm room with a hangover who's studying female voice empowerment through short-form content. The one to keep an eye on. This one, well, this one's just kind of this one. He's got small little things from each type of guy before, but overwhelmingly nothing. He goes silent when something controversial comes up, and you can't tell if he's uncomfortable or holding back an opinion they'd string people up for a few centuries ago. He's in all the forums, but never comments, watches all the opinion content and doesn't interact. He has a story built around himself in his head and a strange fascination with medical textbooks. Now he could just as easily be completely innocent, but caution never hurt anyone, so maybe see if the guy could use a friend. And then there's the me. This one's the best kind of guy. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed this presentation and the new setup. I don't know if this is going to be permanent, but for now I'm messing around with it. Funnily enough, to get lower quality, you have to do higher quality work. It is a bit harder to edit with, I'm not going to lie, but, you know, beauty's pain or whatever Da Vinci said. Like, subscribe, and you've got a 3-page essay on this presentation due Monday. God bless.